Thank you very much, Ambassador. Thank you to FGUN and the board at CPC for inviting us to be here with you today, and good morning to all. It's a great pleasure to be here with you today to talk about Central Asia and the importance of the relationships between the United States and the countries of Central Asia and the Caspian region. The consequences of Putin's war against Ukraine continue to ripple globally, including in this region. Putin's weaponization of energy, including in all of the oil and gas markets, has shown us that we will continue to experience the results of this for much time to come. And the effects have been clear. Rising energy and commodity prices, increased demand for non-Russian gas, increased imperative to capture gas otherwise wasted as methane emissions, and an increased determination to accelerate the transition to clean energy sources. We can all see even more clearly today that Russia will never again be considered a reliable supplier of energy. Also clear are the tremendous opportunities in the Central Asian energy sector for private sector partners, especially where investment climates show transparent and business-friendly governance. Central Asia not only has some of the world's largest fossil fuel deposits, but also remarkable potential in renewable and clean energy. These offer tremendous opportunity for the economic and energy security of the region and beyond. Even with these remarkable resources and potential, we must recognize continued challenges. The region is landlocked, with access to global markets through Russia to the north, Iran to the south, and the PRC to the east, presenting logistical, commercial, and geopolitical challenges. The State Department's Bureau of Energy Resources works with Central Asian nations to strengthen their energy security and support them in meeting their climate goals and protecting their sovereignty and territorial integrity. As we've seen in spades in recent times, energy diversification is integral to ensuring that the region meets current domestic and global energy demand. In addition to promoting energy security through diversifying export routes, greater energy integration in the region will play an important role in regional energy dynamics. Natural gas transmission within the region is limited by infrastructure gaps and export cuts during periods of high domestic demand. Heavily subsidized energy tariffs also discourage efficient energy usage. This contributes to rolling blackouts, hampering economic activity and putting the population's safety at risk. We saw this in 2022 when a major technical fault in the regional power grid caused a blackout through large parts of Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, and the entire Central Asian grid system collapsed. These infrastructure issues not only impact human welfare, but also degrade Central Asia's energy security. Aging fossil fuel extraction infrastructure in the region and poor emissions control also lead to disproportionately high methane emissions from oil and gas production, particularly in Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan, resulting in significant wasted resources and major climate impacts. This gas could easily be captured by eliminating routine venting and flaring and repairing leaks across the oil and gas value chains. Capturing methane from the oil and gas sector is one of the cheapest and easiest climate solutions we have available to us today, with significant energy security benefits and economic benefits. The United States is eager to work with Central Asian countries to accelerate methane reduction in this sector and others, including through project finance, policy and regulatory strengthening, and other technical assistance. By taking fast action to reduce methane, countries in this region can demonstrate their leadership on climate change, including on the global stage, at this year's COP28 climate conference in the UAE. We are glad that Uzbekistan and the Kyrgyz Republic have signed on to the Global Methane Pledge, and we encourage more states in the region to join. Reducing methane emissions will be essential to meeting our climate goals under the Paris Agreement and to avoiding the worst impacts of climate change. Ultimately, the most effective way to increase the energy security of all of the Central Asian countries is through clean energy transition. Shifting from fossil fuels to renewables would also significantly contribute not only to climate action goals, but to reducing air pollution. Worldwide, a pacing factor in this energy transition will be the availability of critical energy minerals. As the world transitions to a clean energy economy, global demand for these critical minerals is set to skyrocket by 400 to 600% over the next several decades. For minerals such as lithium and graphite, used in electric vehicle batteries, demand will increase by even more, as much as 4,000%. So building stable, reliable, secure supply chains for these minerals critical to our energy transition is important to our engagement with Central Asia. Central Asia has sizable potential for these critical minerals and rare earth elements. The use of modern exploration technologies and investment is essential to unlocking the complex geology associated with these resources. With sound governance and experienced private sector partners, Central Asia could become an important contributor to advancing the global clean energy transition. We aim to address infrastructure needs in the Middle Corridor trade route across the Caspian and through Azerbaijan into Europe to better allow countries to export critical minerals like uranium and other energy products to the global markets. At the State Department, my Bureau of Energy Resources, inaugurated the Minerals Security Partnership, or MSP, to facilitate diversification and to build out the critical minerals supply chains. The MSP includes 12 countries besides the US, aims to facilitate investment in mining opportunities using the highest standards in the environmental, social, and governance arenas. And MSP can look to projects in Central Asia to achieve our goal of high environmental, social, governance standards and diversify critical mineral supply chains so that we do not depend on a single supplier and processor of these minerals. In addition to minerals, Central Asia has abundant renewable energy potential. Now, Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan both use hydroelectricity for power generation, which provides 90 and 53% of each country's total power generation, respectively. But as climate change shrinks the mountain glaciers that supply their hydroelectric power plants, that zero carbon power source dwindles, diminishing energy security and exacerbating regional conflicts over water, access, and management. These factors really underscore that energy resource cooperation is more important than ever to enhance regional and national energy security. To support this effort, ENR, my Bureau's Power Sector Program, launched the Central Asia Energy Fellows Program. The fellowship will provide technical training, mentorship, and professional development for emerging energy specialists in Central Asia to advance research on clean and renewable energy and energy efficiency in the region and enhance cooperation among the Central Asian countries and with the United States. As Senior Director Berliner mentioned, when Central Asia, the countries of Central Asia, gained their independence from the Soviet Union, the United States was among the first partners and sources of political support and foreign investment, notably in the fossil fuel sector at that time. We look to be your partners in advancing this new era of investment and realization of the energy transition on clean technology and moving towards zero emission sources of energy. And we look forward again to continuing these conversations with all of you and looking for ways that we can support. So thank you again for inviting me here today, and I hope you have wonderful conversations.